Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well and staying healthy. Today I just want to give an update on how the coronavirus is impacting my career as a new construction home salesperson and realtor. So I do a lot more new construction home sales than real estate, but one of the biggest things, I guess, impacts is we're working from home a lot more. And that's okay. I can get just as much done from at home than I can at the model. So what happens when you get to a point where you don't have anybody that you're working with anymore, or the people that you're working with, you've brought them to the finish line, you don't have anybody else that's out there, you've pretty much run out of work? There's always something to do, and you can do something that is going to make yourself a better salesperson in the future when we have a ton of people coming back out again and are wanting to build their homes. They're excited, they're ready to go. You got to be prepared, and this is what you could do. There's always work to be done. So you can work on systems. You can work on keeping track of your goals. One of the things that I started this year, which I guess I don't know why this isn't something that I hadn't done in years past, but really starting to keep more detailed records of my commissions, so that at any given time I can open something up on my computer and I can say, I've made this much money so far this year, and I know I have this much more coming in because these are the people that are at the bank, these are the commission amounts that I'm getting. So that is something that is going to help you with budgeting and just running your overall business. You need to think of yourself as a business if you're in real estate and selling new construction homes. So that's something that's going to benefit you there. Something else is keeping track of the amount of meetings that you have. Keeping track of every single lead that comes in, documenting where that lead is from, keeping track of how many meetings you've had so that you can look at things next year and you can say, okay, I made this amount of money last year. I had 20 meetings. I had this many leads come in off of the website, this many from open houses, this many from Facebook. If you have all of the data there to look at, and you know that you made X amount of dollars because you had 20 meetings, then you can say, if I want to make another $30,000 next year, then I need to have 4 more meetings. You can look at things and you have a clear roadmap on how to get there. So I think that even though you may not directly be able to be working with somebody right now, this is something that you can work on for your future that's going to make you a better salesperson. If you know how to make another $30,000 to $40,000 next year, you know how to do that because you can simply look at something and say, this is what I made last year. In order to do this year, I just need to meet with 5 more people. It makes things a lot easier. So that is something I would highly recommend doing, is start keeping track of those things. Set up a system to keep track of those things. So even though you're not specifically working with an individual right now, you can work on things that are going to make you a better and more efficient salesperson when all of this is over, because it will all be over. And you don't want this to be over and then you jump back into things and you're not feeling as motivated, you're not feeling as prepared, you're not ready for the influx of people that are going to be bombarding you, because now they are ready to get their things back on track. They're ready to get their life back on track. They want to go out house hunting again. They've got this dream of building a house that's been put on pause too many times, and now's the time that they're going to do it. So things are going to bounce back for sure. So you want to make sure that you are ready to strive when that happens, and it will happen soon. Okay, so that's the motivational part, and that is going to happen here. What you need to do right now to stay in the mix and to stay motivated and to stay on top of your game is you need to develop a new routine. You may have had a routine before all of this happened, before the kids were out of school, before you were working from home every day, all day. Now you need to set up a new routine so that you can thrive in your new work environment. When all of this came about and stopped going to the office and started working from home pretty much full time, things were a little bit difficult, because prior to that, I would wake up at 5. I would have an hour of, I would maybe get a little bit of work done. I would have a devotion, prayer, my time. And then at 6 o'clock, I would get my daughter Lana up, and my wife Casey would get up. She would get Lana all completely ready. I would get ready, and then I would drop Lana off at school at like 7:15. And then I would go to work. So I was starting work at 8 a.m. pretty much. And I had that hour of, me time that I have before I got her up. And that was a really, really great routine that I had going. I was getting a lot of work done. That changed once school got canceled. So I needed to figure out a new routine and set myself up into a new routine so that I'm, maximizing the amount of work that I'm getting done in the time that I have allotted for it. So initially I was not getting up at 5 anymore. I'm like, okay, well, she doesn't have school, don't have to get up as early. We'll just wake up at, 6:30, 7. So then I wasn't getting any work done or any my time before everybody else was getting up. And then I wouldn't start work until a little bit later because we would all, have our morning time as a family like we did before Lana started going to school. Girls wake up, we have breakfast, we have our morning time, and then, I end up getting ready and probably start working like around 10 o'clock. Well, then I have to work until 5, and it's still not getting as much stuff done. I don't have as much time spent working as I did before. So I've basically said to myself, okay, you know what? I need to get back into a routine. I understand that I will be working from home for the unforeseeable future here. So in order to make this work and to continue having what I think I was having probably one of my best years as a salesperson, I need to be highly productive. So I'm getting up at 5. I'm now having, because everybody else gets up, or the girls at least get up around 7. So I get up at 5. I have 2 hours that I am able to get things done, get work done, have my time, get work done. So I've got 2 hours there. Then the girls get up, we have our breakfast, we do all that kind of stuff. But I am getting ready by, 8 o'clock. So then I'm starting work by 9, and then I can be done by 4. So I've already gotten those 2 hours in the morning, and then if I'm doing from 9 to 4, I'm getting as much done as I did before. So I'm happy with that routine. If I stick to that routine, I'll be highly productive. So for me, that was one of the more important things when you're working from home, especially with the way things are going right now. It's really easy to get off track. And this is definitely going to be a time where you want to spend more time with your family. This is a time where you're going to appreciate everything that you have, your family, your time with your family, everything that you physically have at home, because you're not going out and doing a lot of things. So definitely still take advantage of that. And there's going to be a lot more time spent with family, but at the same time, I don't want other things to fall behind. So I want to stay motivated. I want to stay the course and stay on track with how everything was going before this happened. Well, that's all I got for today. I'll continue to update on how things are going for me, what I am seeing, what I'm going to be doing to make sure that I'm staying on top of my game. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up, hit the notification so that you can receive notifications on my videos in the future. Share this with somebody in the industry. If you are in this industry, I would love to hear from you. Take care, stay safe, God bless.